If you're looking for an outdoor adventure, Glacier National Park is the place to go. With over 700 miles of hiking trails, pristine lakes, and colorful wildflowers, it's hard not to be awestruck by this natural wonder. Whether you're a seasoned hiker or a first-time tourist, there's something for everyone to do. In this video, we're going to cover some of the top sights and attractions in Glacier National Park, Montana. Drive the Going to the Sun Road. One of the most scenic drives in America is Going to the Sun Road. It stretches 50 miles from the west entrance to St. Mary Lake on the east. Along the way, you'll see everything from distant glacial lakes to lower pastoral valleys nestled among the mountains. The drive tops off at Logan Pass, which is 6,000 feet in elevation and one of the most popular locations in the park. The Going to the Sun Road takes you through the entire park in about 2 hours, so it's the perfect way to see the highlights. Visitors should note that the Going to the Sun Road is only open from about June to October each year, depending on snowfall. Explore Logan Pass. Logan Pass is the highest elevation reachable by car, and a popular starting point for two of the most spectacular hiking trails, Hidden Lake and the Highline Trail. The Hidden Lake Overlook is an easy boardwalk hike that's 2.8 miles long and perfect for the whole family. Hikers get to enjoy expansive views of grassy mountain slopes and wildflowers. And along the way, you're likely to spot mountain goats and bighorn sheep grazing in the grasses. The pinnacle of the hike is the Hidden Lake Overlook, where you get panoramic views of the admired lake and surrounding mountains. The Highline Trail is a point-to-point hike that goes about 12 miles from the Logan Pass parking lot to The Loop on Going to the Sun Road. Most people hike this trail one direction and then ride the free shuttle back to their car. Even though the hike is long, it goes by fast. The trail is mostly downhill and has some fantastic views along the way. One of the most prominent features is the Garden Wall section, where you can witness thousands of mountainside wildflowers. Even though the elevation gain is only about 800 feet, you should not attempt this hike if you're scared of heights. One famous section of the trail, known as the Ledge, is only about 4 to 6 feet wide and has steep cliffs which fall over 100 feet to Going to the Sun Road below. If you're not too exhausted during the hike, take a detour to the Grinnell Glacier Overlook. It adds about 1.6 miles, but offers panoramic views from the Continental Divide. Hike the Trail of the Cedars. So, you've scaled the Glacier National Park mountainside and walked along the wildflowers. What about the forests? Trail of the Cedars is the ideal hiking path that takes you deep into Glacier National Park's wilderness. This trail cuts through the dense forest along a raised boardwalk, making it a relatively easy trail to navigate. Here, the towering and historic cedar trees flank you on both sides for an unforgettable scene and rich, woody smells. The Trail of the Cedars is only about a mile long, so it's great for a quick hike. But if you're looking for something longer, you should definitely continue on to Avalanche Lake. The round-trip hike is about 4.5 miles total and takes you across Avalanche Creek and the lower Avalanche Gorge before concluding at the lake. Once you get there, you can relax beachside and enjoy the scenery at 8,600 feet. See the waterfalls in St. Mary Valley. Located nearby Logan Pass, the St. Mary Valley is home to several waterfalls that can't be missed. Virginia Falls is one of the most beautiful waterfalls in the entire park. Hikers can stand right at the base and cool off in the misty spray. The best part about the hike to Virginia Falls is that you get to pass several other waterfalls along the way. St. Mary Falls is just a short hike from the roadside but feels a world away. The water cascades down 3 tiers of rock and dips beneath a picturesque footbridge which captivates visitors. Hiking around the St. Mary Valley, you'll get to witness American dippers, which bob into the rocks and waterfalls looking for food. Visit the Many Glacier area. Many Glacier is another picturesque area of the park with plenty of activities to enjoy. Tourists who want to hit the trails early in the morning can spend the night at the Many Glacier Hotel, which is a Swiss-style rustic hotel that sits along the bank of Swift Current Lake. From there, you can hike along the Swift Current Trail and make your way to Grinnell Glacier and Iceberg Lake. If you're looking for something a little less active, you can hop on a red bus tour just outside the Many Glacier Resort, or ride a boat across Josephine Lake. Paddling across Lake McDonald or Josephine Lake is a great way to explore the park from a different perspective. Explore Lake McDonald. The biggest lake in Glacier National Park is Lake McDonald. You may recognize this lake because it's famous for the crystal clear, mirror-like surface, and for thousands of colorful smooth rocks that stretch for miles along the shoreline. Standing on the western shore, you can look across the water and witness snowy mountain peaks reflected off the surface with pristine clarity. This lake was carved by massive glaciers thousands of years ago, and it's currently home to a diverse array of plant and animal species. Many tourists will set aside a full day for visiting the Lake McDonald area. Taking a hike through the old-growth forest and picnicking alongside McDonald Creek is one of the most popular activities. Lake McDonald is also the starting point for some rugged and more secluded trails like the hike to Apgar and Snyder Lake. Relax at Two Medicine. Tourists who want to break from the crowd should plan to spend their day in the Two Medicine area. Once a busy hub of activity, Two Medicine has decreased in foot traffic since the Going to the Sun Roads development. This makes it an ideal destination for avoiding the crowds. Branching off from the Two Medicine area, you'll find various hiking trails that head to astonishing waterfalls and panoramic mountain slopes. If you want, you can even make your stay at Two Medicine longer than an afternoon by wilderness camping. Two Medicine is one of the permitted wilderness camping areas within Glacier National Park. Explore the North Fork and Goat Haunt area. For travelers in search of solitude, a trip to the North Fork and Goat Haunt area makes the perfect retreat. This section is only accessible via rough dirt roads, which take nearly all day to travel, and services are limited, so there are considerably less visitors. But adventurers who are up for the journey get rewarded with some of the most isolated and wild terrain around. If you find yourself in the North Fork area, Bowman Lake and Kintla Lake are two destinations that you can't miss. Glacier National Park is one of the most beautiful places in Montana, and a nature lover's paradise. The park has a lot to offer everyone, from trail hikers, wildlife watchers, explorers, and more. If you only have one day to visit Glacier National Park, take a drive on Going to the Sun Road and visit the Logan Pass area. It's one of the most popular spots and the starting point for the Hidden Lake Trail and Highline Trail, which can't be missed. If you've got a little more time, make it a point to visit the Many Glacier area, where you can tour the hotel, hike along the Swift Current Trail, and visit Grinnell Glacier. Or take it easy at Two Medicine to spend more paddling on the lake or hiking at one of the many trails located in the area. Just remember that if you want to avoid crowds, then head out early morning or late evening when you have the best chance to view wildlife and catch a sunset.